Hello world, I'm Nom Nom Nom, and today we are hopefully going to finish up Starfield. I think we only have 2 missions left, and can't wait to get this over with, so without further ado, let's just go. Okay. Go to Masada 3. I must go to the buried temple of Masada 3 where I will confront the hunter, the emissary, and their allies for the final artifact. Uh.
Spinning down. Just look at those stars.
I love me some target practice.
I thought I killed you guys.
System is fine.
Okay. Time to a start of sorts. Okay, save.
I will never get tired of that.
Well, you finally showed up.
No more words. Let's settle this.
No sense in delaying the inevitable. Prepare to be destroyed.
Oh yes, let's see how this goes. I'm yours.
Get to the crab jump.
I wonder if it's possible to make it out of this.
Get tired of that.
Well, you finally.
No more words.
All right.
Oh yes, cutting costs.
We might lower the difficulty, because I really just don't want to deal with this. But we're gonna give it a few more tries just for fun.
Well, you finally showed up.
No more words. Oh yes, let's see it.
Charge the Rangers.
There. It actually didn't take too many tries. We did
We have full jump capability.
with the little bullshit ship that could.
Gear looks green. Ready to land.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
More rocks, right?
Did you need something?
I'm debating whether or not I want to have a person with me when I fight. It'd be good for, like, interference, I guess. Let me go ahead and think about this for a second.
Yes.
I guess Andrea could use some action. It's been a while since she's going to participate. The one time we had her on the team, she didn't really get to do anything during the quest. Alright.
What did you need?
You ready to head back out?
I look forward to it.
Worst case scenario, we'll dismiss her, just so we can get the extra damage done. can also do a shield. That all you got, buddy? Hello. Get over here. Shame you guys don't have shotguns. They're pretty effective. Just saying. Let's see. Yeah, it's good having a companion here just for interference, I think. Okay, let's chill here a little bit, Andreja. We gotta find some loot. Because that's what people do at endgame, right? Just loot. Because there's totally good stuff here, isn't there? Emergency kit. Credits.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Frostbite gain. Oh no. I think Andreja managed to hold her own too. She wasn't dying, at least. I mean. Oh, we gotta level up. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know what else to do with my character at this point. Let's treat our condition here. Heal paste. Okay, not liking the sound of that music cue.
Death is only.
Oh, just you, huh?
Arise! Defend the temple once more! Life distraction.
They died.
Enough! Death comes for you!
Oh, I've been waiting for them.
Get their attention!
Oh, they exploded. Oh, you're not doing a good job with that, huh? Staggering Grendel, really? You're gonna give me this shit at the end game?
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got the gist of it. We already know this is gonna be full of disappointment when we open it, so nope. Not today. Let's see. Just in case we need the emergency kit. I'd rather have a melee weapon, so... Here, let's go to our weapons here. Save. Quick save for redundancy's sake. I know how these games work. We have to go in the way they want us to. Make sure they're dead. High alert. Unidentified ships incoming. No known faction markings. Everyone take up defense positions now. Our garrison has fallen. Hostiles have no known profile. Tier 1 threat. Repeat, Tier 1 threat. Lock down the base. What's there? I need bullets. Oh, we'll watch it, Andreja.
Yes, you need me? Ah, yes, we are done. Okay, this might lead somewhere interesting. We can't succeed at that before we are discovered.
Okay. I'm sure we didn't need to open this, did we? Okay, we'll do this one and this. Nope. Aha, here. Need bullets. See, where does this go? None of the terminals are working. You first. Let me explore the areas from earlier. Just be sure we haven't missed anything. Yeah, this just went back up. Okay.
Did they have anything of value?
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong? Shouldn't we...
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way. What are you waiting for?
I'll just get back to work.
Finally, some common sense.
So it looks like we're back at the beginning of the game.
Don't look at me. I've done my part.
Okay, let's keep going. You don't say, huh? It'd be faster for me to just kill them all. How'd you get in there? Alright, whatever. As long as you're safe. How'd you teleport? Oh? Okay. At least they're letting me take my sweet time. Okay. See. Update friend or foe. Recalibrate friend foe. Back. What turret? Update friend foe. Recalibrate friend foe. Just in case there was some flavor text there I needed to know. Hey, buddy. And Dreha managed to survive. I mean, obviously she can't die, but still. I didn't see her complaining, so I'll give her that. Which way? Gotta go to get there. Even the game doesn't know. Got it. I guess we can follow this. It's usually a good indicator. Okay. Hard save.
Reactor is the main source of power for this entire facility.
Good observation.
The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Off limits. Ultraviolet protocols in effect. Okay. There was no mention of this cave in the brief. The structures in there, Commander. Man-made or I don't know, alien-made. Okay.
We have visitors! Vadek, you didn't tell me we have visitors.
We have visitors.
Welcome! What's mine is yours. Well, no, it's still mine, but you get what I mean.
Captain Petrov, I'm about to finish the most important collection of the Stealth systems.
I'm impressed. How did you... You don't deserve the final artifact. This life you've led, you're nothing but a thief, an opportunist, a liar.
Whoever's doing this, I don't appreciate these little time capsules of yours.
You think you have a right to the infinite? You're nothing! Guards!
Okay, let's hard save here. In case something bad happens. Oh, there's definitely gonna be a fight. I know an arena when I see one, boys. It fades to black. I probably should have dismissed you at this point.
Come on, Rook. Come on. You can make it. Barely stepped on the juryman's road with us. Can't see another soul off to the void so soon. No. No! I'll pour one out to the blackest sea for you, Rook.
That was me. This is another universe, one where I died.
What the? Crix's ghost? What kind of cruelty is this? This some starborn trick? Come to mock me before you twist a blade?
Vladimir, listen to me. The artifacts. They point to a multiverse. A place called the Unity.
Multiple universes? You're a visitor jumping through the gates of space and time?
I know losing a member of Constellation is hard, but we'll make it through this. Keep going.
Not sure if you're just a reflection of a shattered brain, but okay. I get your meaning. Well, ghost from the other side. I'll keep what you said rolling around in my head for a spell. But for now, wouldn't mind if you gave me a bit. I just lost a friend.
Can I loot myself? No. Infinite loot glitch.
Winner takes all this tip race, is it not?
Let's see. This thing's worth quite a bit. Yeah. You know there's gonna be a huge boss fight when this happens, huh? Oh boy. The more ammo they give me, the worse I feel. This is giving me a lot of anxiety now. Okay, let's look through all of our stuff here. Okay. What else was there that we picked up? Nah, don't need that one. Yeah, I think the damage output of this one's just worth it. Okay, let's hard save here. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll probably begin that big boss fight that it's preparing me for. Okay, time to find the artifact.
Gaze into the abyss of the infinite.
Really? Duplicate fight? Huh? Real original. And it's not as cool with Andresia here. Here, let's load. Yeah, it's not as thematically, meaningful if I'm finding duplicates of her.
You have my attention. I can do that. Hmm? Yes? So... yes. Goodbye.
Okay, you just stick around here for a while, okay?
Is something amiss? I will watch your back.
I wonder if there's a way for me to tell her to go back to the ship. Nope, nope, nope.
What is it? Do not have all the fun without me.
Hopefully this means that I'll only fight myself now.
Into the abyss of the infinite.
Nope, still Andresia here. Alright, fine. Fortunately, she seems to be stuck.
Ah, hello. Of course, take your time. Hello. Yes, good. Let's go.
Okay, maybe let me take the lift back up. Okay, that's better. Okay, looks like we're stuck with Andresia now. It would've been cool just fighting myself, but... Alright, fine. We'll do it this way then.
Gaze into the abyss of the infinite.
These are such a gift.
I don't know how I feel about them duplicating the companion also. It's not as fun. It feels more thematically accurate just to have it be us. Alright, I'm betting the next stage starts after this. So let me make sure all my equipment is reloaded.
Well, here we are, ready to kill each other for the artifacts. As always.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
Stop this, both of you. All this fighting across the cell system has to end.
More talking? I'm a little disappointed.
No. Wait. I want to hear this.
Fine.
It makes sense to go along with what I want.
I think you may be right.
It somehow works across galaxies. There has to be a universe where I've already won this. Aren't you both tired of all this? This endless killing solves nothing.
Well, I don't know about either of you, but it's been a while since I felt this old.
Perhaps it's time to put this all to an end.
At least this once. Here, take the artifacts before I come to my senses.
Kappa. I do appreciate that we can use speech to get out of the last boss fight, I guess. Why is the last one Mew? How does that fit with Mew? Alright, whatever. You would assume it'd be Zeta. Oh wait, I don't know the actual order though, so... I appreciate that we were able to use our skills to get out of the last boss fight. I'll give them that. To be entirely honest, I still don't understand the whole reason they're fighting over the artifacts to begin with.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
If you are free soon, could we talk? Our journey seems to be coming to an end. So, the Unity awaits. I'm not as afraid as I thought I would be. Stepping away from the world you know can lead to a better place.
The universe we have isn't so bad, though. There's no guarantee next will be better.
Constellation has given me a home, and I will always be grateful. But I also feel ready. Do you think we will see each other after the Unity? Will we even recognize each other if we do?
You have my permission to punch any other versions of me you meet.
Oh, that was already my plan. If we do not see each other again, then goodbye. I am proud of all that we have accomplished. I have things I wish to discuss with you when you have time. I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You told me that fun was important. I assumed you were joking and dismissed it out of hand. But, having thought about it, I wonder now if you were right. Or at least, if I were too quick to reject the idea. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it.
You're the only one who can answer that.
I know. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet...
Their past should never define us.
I am not sure I believe that. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence.
I don't believe your family put you through that.
We were taught from a very young age that family always comes first. And no price is too great to pay to ensure its survival. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning.
I've never paid much attention to who else is around.
Under different circumstances, I might find that insulting. Perhaps you and I both need to reconsider what is important. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others.
I'm here for you if you need me.
I appreciate that more than you know.
Always knew we could pull this off.
Yes? You will be lost without me, but As you wish.
Oh yeah, the rocks. The fucking rocks.
Now that you have all the artifacts, we should talk.
Do a hard save here.
So this is it. This armillary can finally be assembled, and the Starborn are sure that something will happen on the other side. Something that will make us like them. Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating.
We might never see each other again. I'm not sure I want that either.
I was just taking for granted that Constellation would keep going, past the end. But we don't know what's waiting for us. Say we go to the Unity, become Starborn, enter another universe. Will there even be a Constellation there? It won't be ours, even if it is.
Constellations wherever we are. I'm going to keep exploring, no matter what.
I really turned you into a true believer, didn't I? Oh, what have I done? All right, let's get back to it. One more jump into the unknown.
Finally, these new universes won't know what hit them. Forget about the Starborn and the Hunter. It's Barrett and company from here on out.
I'm in. I want a uniform and a mask with your face on it.
Oddly enough, still not the strangest thing I've seen in the universe. Look, if this is a "are we doing this or not" talk, then stop right there. We're doing this. The multiverse waits for no one.
Every Barrett in the multiverse is going to be like this. I'll never escape this nightmare.
You wouldn't be the first person to say that. Well, not the multiverse part, obviously. Although, from a chaos theory perspective, maybe. Come on. We didn't do all this not to take the final step. Now let's get going.
Don't these people have other things to worry about in this universe, though? I bet Sam probably would. If Sam was still alive, he'd probably still have a connection to this universe and his responsibilities.
Lay it on me.
What did you need? Yes? All right, then.
Okay. Can we fast travel back to the lodge? There. At least here we can have a conversation with all the people of Constellation first. Oh yeah, I have a skill point. Hey, Zebrahead is raiding. Thank you for the raid, Zebrahead. We're about to wrap things up with Starfield today, so not sure there's gonna be much more stream left. But thanks for stopping by and for the raid. Let's see, gymnastics. Man, I didn't even get some of these endgame ones here. The science ones went really barren for me. What else can I put points in? Doesn't matter at this point, but cool. Appreciate it, Zebra. Let's see. Let's see. Explosives, dueling, theft, negotiation, leadership, let's manage, ship command. Weightlifting, wellness, fitness. Health regen, sure. Might as well. Before we head back into Constellation and talk to people, let's see. Maybe I'll sell off some stuff. We collected a bunch of loot. We don't need all of it. Again, it doesn't matter, but do a little bit more role playing before we end this game for sure. All you had to do is follow the damn train, CJ. Still getting nightmares about, huh? It's either that or doing the stupid, what was it, helicopter missions, the RC helicopter missions for Zero, or even back in like Vice City, for that one building had to blow up. Yeah.
There's nothing. You're here because you need something you can connect with. Something you could count on. Am I right?
Pretty much all the flying until GTA 4 was really clunky for me. It was especially difficult playing it in San Andreas because I played through San Andreas, like when I finished it, I played it on PC, and at the time there was no good controller setups for it, so I was playing with a keyboard. So like, you know how like in flying, it's easy with an analog. With a keyboard, you basically had to keep tapping the keys at the right frequency in order to get the right angle in. I hated that so much.
I'm sure we can find something that suits you.
Hey, Sundanny Myth. Malpart. Sundanny MPH now following. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Sorry for butchering your name. Let's see. We can get rid of this one. We can sell this. Sorry about ammo. Let's see. We can sell off this one. Let's see. Doesn't matter that much. This one's more valuable, I guess, so we'll sell off this one. Let's see. The value for this one's still a little bit higher. I'll hold on to it. And oh wait. I also have a lot of throwables I need to get rid of.
Collection of armor.
So, throwables. The game made sure you had plenty of ammo during that final mission there. Like right before the last stage, there's like an entire mother load of ammunition and weapons in front of you. And that's what I knew. They're gonna have something going on here, huh? It kind of makes me more anxious though. The more ammo they leave behind, more weapons they leave behind for me right before the stage, the more worried I am. So wait, how hard is this gonna be? Am I gonna need all of this? Really? Okay. Thankfully we got through it with our shotgun. Honestly, the most challenging part was getting through with the flying. The space combat in this game still, I don't know, it wasn't too good for me. I'm not much of a pilot though. Okay, let's hard save here. All right, let's run to let's run to the lodge and talk to the other members of Constellation before we join the Unity or whatever the fuck it is. How did the weather change so much? It's only been 5 minutes. Alright. Let's talk to everyone before we leave. Talk to Vladimir to locate temples? Bro, we're at the end of the game. Why are we locating temples still? Okay, I guess we'll milk it a little bit longer.
The artifacts are all gathered. We've done it. Lately, I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting.
What's your take on the Unity?
Counter to everything I've said and believed before.
Why are you?
I've caught myself.
Why are you two-stepping around like this?
We ever should have started this search. If this is all true, and I have it right, we've potentially started a chain of events that will create more of these Starborn. Or worse, enable the ones we've seen to become even stronger.
This game's been out for 3 months.
Either of those options. So maybe
I'm over here, Walter.
We have no choice but to finish this journey.
You're getting a little too personal with Vasco over there. We can't stop now. After all we've been through.
I know. I've said as much before. Look, I don't like the idea of siding with either one of these groups. I'd much rather see someone from Constellation get there first. I trust any of us far more than these Starborn.
Bye.
A moment, Captain.
Are you in timeout, Walter?
It appears Constellation's current mission is at its end. It is customary to offer congratulatory statements.
Congratulations. You deserve plenty of praise yourself, Vasco.
Thank you. If I were sentient, I am sure I would be feeling a great sense of pride and increased social connectivity to you. I hope the process of becoming Starborn is done without causing any physical trauma. But given the unknown physiological requirements of crossing universes, that seems unlikely.
We should see if a robot can become Starborn.
Given that the Starborn encounters have so far not included any robots, the safe assumption is that I will need to remain behind if we do not see each other again. Goodbye, Captain. From a statistical standpoint, you have been an unusually effective member of this team.
We're so close. So I know we aren't keeping all the artifacts here anymore, but I think I can get some good readings from your ship. You have no idea how excited I am to analyze the data after you jump to the Unity. I'm gonna make some coffee. Pull an all-nighter.
You're more excited about the all-nighter than literally being able to cross universes?
It could be both. One can't happen without the other, right? What's the point of all of this if one of us doesn't remember to actually, do the science part? Anyway, Vladimir and I have been talking, and we're both staying here. Someone has to keep Constellation going with so many people leaving. It'll be pretty quiet at first, but that's what Constellation has been doing forever, right? An old generation moves on, a new one moves in.
Noel, chair of Constellation. Has a nice ring to it.
Maybe one day. For now, I think I'm better off letting Vladimir have that headache. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't cry. And I'm sticking to that. So, goodbye. I'll miss you all.
Okay, where's the other NPCs?
Your safe return to the Lodge will please the other members of Constellation.
Is Mateo back here? Here.
Do you have a second, friend? I've thought about it, and as much as I would love to see the Unity the way Keeper Aquilus has experienced it, I'm not coming with you.
I understand, Mateo.
Thank you. I know this is probably coming as a surprise. I think I need to look for my answers here, in this universe. And I can't leave my parents. I know they would understand, but they're not getting any younger.
That's what I'm worrying about too, like all the other companions we have that are going with us. Do they have any other attachments? And they seem pretty gung-ho about coming along with us. If Sam was here, I'm pretty sure he would be against it, though, since he has a kid. But now he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Good luck, Mateo, and goodbye.
You too. I know I'm flaking out at the end, but I'm glad I was a part of all this.
I'm still wondering, though, like, I mean, why do it now? We don't really need to jump now, do we? We don't need to go to another multiverse. Aren't we happy with the universe we're in right now? Maybe if our universe was sufficiently shitty, there would be a reason to leave, but I think I made this universe pretty damn great with all my actions. All my great decision making. This is a good universe. You guys should stay here.
For a moment? It'll be a shame to pack up all the modifications to the Eye for finding the artifacts. But she's earned a break. Gilded our fortunes for sure.
I could say the same about you, Vladimir. We couldn't have done this without you.
I'm just an old blade in the dark trying to make good.
Blade? Are we talking
I'll
about
be taking up
Elder
the
Scrolls
chair
now?
when everyone's gone in the Unity. Set Constellation's course for another new beginning. Not my first time at the helm for a crew, but going to take it slow.
You should make Constellation's official chair a bench press. Every new member has to do reps.
That will be one for the slates. A barbell in each hand when you first walk through those doors. Well, tipped your ear long enough. I'll be smiling as you walk through Eternity's gate. Give the next universe something to talk about, yeah?
Can we still ask him about temples? I don't know why we would talk to him about this now.
Still need to lift another set today. Been dragging. Shoulder stiff.
Kick a Chad.
The eyes showing signs over another one of those big ones.
I don't know why. Why is this still a thing? Alright, fine. We'll kill time with this. Yeah, we have time.
Back, Captain.
Can we tell Vasco to get back on the...
Captain Wen, hello again. I was uncertain you would return.
You think all this Unity stuff's true?
Human understanding of physics has, until now, shown no indication that such a thing is possible. And yet, we have now encountered two individuals physiologically identical to unique humans we already know, possessing knowledge and technology that it seems improbable for them to otherwise have. It is indeed possible that they are telling the truth, that this unity does exist. More data is required.
There could never be another Vasco.
Practically speaking, it is entirely possible to duplicate my memory banks and replicate my functionality in another Model A unit. I would recommend speaking to Mr. Stroud about the costs of such a venture.
It was a metaphor. It was a metaphor. Let's get you assigned somewhere.
I will go wherever I am needed.
Okay. Okay, looks like our current ship doesn't have room for him. Alright. Alright. Okay, far from here. Jump.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
And there's still 12. Anomaly. Unknown. File distortions on the scanner. Okay. The hell is this? Is that the tower? Oh, I think this is the temple. If only there was a way to make this part of the game more fun, huh? Okay, quick save. I wonder if this will eventually run out at some point, or if there's still going to be more powers to pick up later. It says right now there are 12 temples left. I know I don't have to get all the temples, but could be worse. Not a bad way to kill time, right? It's kind of pointless though. What am I gonna use the powers for at this point? We already went through the final boss fight and everything. But then again, I kind of want to know. Kind of want to know what the powers are. We spent that last mission just using the fucking shield though, and that was it. Run back to Vladimir. Again, why can't it just teleport us directly into the fucking lodge? What new power did we unlock anyway? It seems like there's a finite amount left. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Captain Wen, I have been idling and awaiting.
It's been so much. Found one.
Okay, next one, save. Let's, save again. We haven't explored the system yet. Let's jump there.
My ship is in tatters, all dented and worn, but I trust my old engine to get back by morn. Way ho, out in the blackness, way ho, out in the void, way ho,
The Valentine, hail.
Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking.
Is that a sea shanty you were singing?
It is, at that. If you believe the family tales, we've been merchantmen and freighter captains since the days of the East India Company. If you like my singing, you should have heard my pops. Now he had a voice.
Anything to pass the time.
That's the way of it, isn't it? Space travel for many is a solitary and, frankly, boring pursuit. Sprinkled with a dollop of oh shit moments. Afraid my ship's got the next jump plotted in, so I'm away. Fair travels.
Mission.
Grav jump complete.
Landing. There's still plenty of the universe we still haven't seen in our own universe right now. I wonder if there's still any side missions that we might stumble across from all this traveling. Doesn't hurt to dawdle around a little bit more now that we know that we're practically done.
I'm listening.
I'm all ears.
Quick save. Oh fuck. There's too much foliage. I don't know where the fucking temple is. Oh. And we were getting pretty close for a moment there. Okay, we're getting closer, I think. Quick save. This shit again. Save.
Talk to me.
Is something amiss?
Need to heal. Let's travel back to the lodge. Land. I wonder if I could get to like level 50 just by doing this stuff. It's free XP.
I would be more useful to you aboard your ship than idling here awaiting.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations. Lucky I noticed the...
See, save. We'll worry about that later.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
fuck's this thing here? What? Okay. Oh, there it is on the other side of the fucking crater. One of these last couple of temples seem to be even further away from the landing zone. Kappa. Kappa check. See, how many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? But it says there's 10 left. No. Don't tell me you froze. Okay, fine. Finally.
Captain, I believe your ship will perform more efficiently.
Oh, so lucky I noticed the pet.
Okay, let me save.
Let's put this bird to ground.
Nine undiscovered ones left. Okay. It's probably this thing over here. I appreciate how this was so easy to find. Thank you for not wasting my time. Again, I don't see why we couldn't have landed closer, though. You can totally see this temple from the sky. They should definitely make it so, like, the more often you do these, the closer the landing zone gets. Like, oh, the technology for tracking down the temples has gotten so much better now that we can just land the ship right next to them because you've done it so many times, right? Something like that, but no, you have to walk a kilometer every fucking time now. Ugh. a shame we have to fly all the way back to talk to Vlad. We can't do this over email or something like that. Ah. Or why can't you give me all the locations at once?
Give. Oh, sorry. The eye's showing signs over another.
How close we are now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me land.
Landing side looks clean. Let's set it down.
Oh, it's right there. Blurry right there. Nice. Don't tell me the entrance is on the other side. Yeah, okay, I think it's here. Just a little off to the side. Unlocking new shouts in Skyrim was also a lot more quick. You didn't have to sit through cutscene that long or whatever.
Sarah's the best possible person to be running Constellation at a time like this. Focused.
Lucky I noticed.
Masada 2? We were just on Masada 3. Alright. Save. Out of range. And let's land.
Everything checks out. Landing initiative.
That looks like it over there. Planets with no vegetation. Fantastic. You can always find the tower or the temple. Omega. Omega lol. How did I miss? Hey. Back to the lodge. I wonder if I get anything for collecting them all. Maybe an achievement. Maybe. A sense of pride and accomplishment. Eh.
I have been idle here for a long time.
Never regretted coming out of your time. The eyes showing...
Bored.
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else. Yes.
Setting down. Everything in the green.
Oh no, vegetation. No. Oh, there it is. Whew. I was worried for a moment there. How many more of these are there? 6 undiscovered ones. 1, 2, 3. I want to see 3 left here, but well, okay. Pants all the way over here. You know, this kind of reminds me of exploring Oblivion. Well, Cyrodiil in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Remember that game Bethesda made that was actually good? Those were the days. I don't remember it being this dark in these temples before. Oh. Oh, and that was it. Yeah, it looks like there aren't any more powers for me to collect. Alright then, let's go ahead and just travel back to... Let's see. Alpha Centauri then. Let's see. Let's go to New Atlantis land. Do something with that skill point we have. I don't know.
Yes? What is it?
Sleep and heal. Save. One last look through the mission list. Ain't doing this one. Repeatables. One that I can't find. I think we spoke to all of your friends before you leave. I don't really have friends in this game. Most of them, yeah, I'm good. We spoke to everyone in Constellation, I think. Yeah, I think that's about it. You already built the artillery somewhere else. Oh yeah, was the artillery on the other ship here? It was on one of my ships.
Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, how about it?
Did I build it on the... I think it was a couple of us. And I hated it because the entrance is all the way in the back.
I have things for you.
You might want this.
You have my attention.
Can I help?
You already built the artillery somewhere else? What? Well, where else could it have been? I guess, wasn't there... Where did I put the artillery? I forgot. Was it back in the home base?
Yes, you need me?
It might be at the outpost. Was that where I'll put it? Nope, it's not here. What other ship could it have been? I guess we'll have to go through each one and see. Star Eagle? No, we got it too late. Maybe it's just... Maybe it's the Razor Leaf.
I have something for you.
Have a moment.
You've already built the artillery somewhere else. I don't know. I actually don't know where I built the artillery. Fuck.
We're out. Need some work done? Sure, how about it?
Star Eagle then?
I have something you might be interested in.
What the hell? Shut up. It's not here either. Is this glitched? You already built the artillery somewhere else. Hmm. I don't know. It might not be possible for us to finish the game because I don't know where the fucking artillery is. I think it's on the It Just Works though. It has that fucking glowing thing on it.
And you got anything you need to offload? Sure, have at it.
Okay. Shipbuilder. Let's see. Weapons, structural, fields, reactors, habs, grav drives, gear, fuel tanks, engines, dockers, cockpits, cargo, bays. I don't fucking know. I don't know where my artillery is. Build the artillery on your ship. Okay.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Maybe I have to go to my outpost in order to build it. Here. Let's see. Let's go back to our outpost then. Okay, here, let me just do a hard save here. Maybe I can build an artillery on the outpost then. Yeah, like we have this artillery here. You've completed the artillery. Once you power up your grav drive, you'll be able to jump to Unity. Remove the artillery from your ship. If you need to grav jump to anywhere else. Oh, here it is. So I did put it down here. But the fucking nav point keeps saying the artillery was on my ship.
Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain.
Engines firing. Here we go.
There. Stable orbit achieved. Toy sailboat released into a calm.
Into the Unity we go. Is that me?
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity.
I don't sound anything like that.
Everyone says that when they hear themselves for the first time.
What a little bullshit.
But no, you don't sound like this. At least, not this you. I am as much you as you are a part of everything. All points connect to here. When a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The Unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything you regret?
Done all I can and made peace with what I couldn't.
That's good. You will need that clarity for what comes next. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. Yourself. That intangible part of you. That something that makes you unique amongst the infinite will explode like a supernova. A part of you will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind. Forever. Do you understand what I mean? This one final leap will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind.
Wait, the artifacts, the temple, the artillery, who created them and why?
Unknowingly, you just answered your own questions. For who creates things but creators? That is what they have been named throughout the endless circle of time. Are they one or many? Human or alien? Terrestrial or celestial? One day, you might even meet the creators, but not this day. As for the why, So that you could ask that very question. So that you could stand before me for time immemorial and delve into the mysterious of the unending cosmos.
Starman said, I would be reborn. Sounds like death.
Much like the death of a star creates new kinds of matter, so will the part of your being become fused with the unity itself. That part is what becomes starborn and crosses into the multiverse. Through your eyes, it will be as if waking up from a dream. Walk into the gate of light, and you will become starborn. Everything will vanish, and you will awaken somewhere else. But that isn't your only potential destiny. You can turn around, walk away from the unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your own ship, in your universe. You could live out the life you have. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity, right now. Go out into the stars.
So this is it, huh?
Consider stepping towards infinity. I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time.
Wow, so this is like an epilogue.
Your work with UC Sysdef against the Crimson Fleet is a triumph of law over greed. The UC establishes greater security throughout the settled systems. Travelers throughout the stars will be safer. Ryujin Industries mass produces the internal neuroamp, which becomes the killer device every negotiator, diplomat, and salesperson purchases. When people think of success, they think of Ryujin, whether they want to or not. The use of an engineered microbe on the terramorphs leads to a near extinction of the species. Fear of aliens declines throughout the settled systems. Belief in the UC as the most well-protected area of space grows. Ron Hope's downfall proves once again that the Free Star Rangers put justice above petty power plays in politics. A sense of commitment to the common good grows throughout the Free Star Collective. Acts of heroism and noble sacrifice increase. By defeating both the Hunter and the Emissary, the path to the Unity in this universe is left for the people of the settled systems to discover on their own, uninterrupted by powerful Starborn.
Nice. That's the ending I would have wanted.
The Constellation membership who stays behind will in time publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, the Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for hope out there in the stars.
think I did everything I could, guys. We did everything.
Leave this universe behind. A new universe awaits you. Will you be in this one? What choices will you make?
Oh. There we go. We did. It's over. It's finally fucking over. Oh boy. I don't have to play this anymore. Oh, it's over. It's finally fucking over. Oh, God. It's like a massive weight has been lifted off of me. Like the entire weight of the fucking universe has been lifted. I don't have this looming over me any fucking more. Oh, boy. So yeah. So for the last couple, like, dozen streams, you've probably been hearing me complaining a lot about this game, so I think you probably know how I feel about it. To be entirely fair and objective to Starfield, it's an average game. You know, there are elements of it that are still enjoyable. But it's an experience that kind of overstays its welcome at some point. You know, you put in maybe 20 or 30 hours, and I think that's where, for most people, that's where they're good, you know? At that point, that's where you've seen everything interesting the game has to offer you, and it's time to just wrap it up and call it quits for the game. I've seen so many people on Reddit say that they dropped the game after just, you know, a couple of hours, and it's understandable. It's just really average. And if you're a fool like me, who has this mental illness where you absolutely positively have to do everything in the game before you finish it, it turns into a fucking nightmare. Because it just gets really monotonous and repetitive real quick. After those 30 hours, the first 20 or 30 hours, it just fell off a cliff, and it's the same loop over and over again, but it never gets any more interesting. And yeah. Overall, the main story, I feel it misses the fucking mark. They were trying to design the game where you could play it forever, right? By making what was it, New Game Plus part of the canon. But it kind of comes off as being a little hoity-toity, a little full of itself, a little, let's see, what's it called, pretentious. I know I use the term pretentious a lot because I'm an uncultured swine, right? And when something sounds really smart, I think, you think you're better than me, right? But that's how it kind of feels going through the whole main story, dealing with the Starborn. You know, these assholes just pop up out of nowhere and think they know better on how they act like they know better than the people of this universe do on how to handle their own affairs. So they go around fucking killing people, thinking, it's for our own fucking good and bullshit like that. So of course, I'm not gonna side with any of them, even with the emissary who was supposed to be more peaceful, like him trying to say, hey, you guys, you're not ready for this. Well, fuck you, you did in your universe. How come we can't do it? So yeah, I have no problems with giving them both a middle finger at the end. Though I do appreciate that the game still had some role-playing elements in there that allowed me to riz my way through it and not have to do the entire boss fight like that. Though I wished they could have, been a little bit more creative, because it would have been nice if the last mission wasn't an entire bloodbath up until you get to the end. What else is there? So yeah, the main story. I see where they were going with it, but they didn't do a good enough job with the Starborn. I feel at no point during the main story did I ever relate to the Starborn, and I feel like it's kind of important for you to be able to, I don't know, empathize with them, or at least see things from their perspective, and actually maybe agree with one of them. But I don't see how any normal human being could side with either of them. They both seem like outsiders trying to tell you what to do. And it's just, I don't see how you would ever agree with them. And it just makes them feel like villains for the story and everything. So, yeah, that's how I felt when I was experiencing it anyways. What else? As for the faction stories, I think out of all of them, my favorite was probably the UC Vanguard mission. It's very vanilla, very standard, but no one during that quest line annoyed me, at least, so I'll give the Vanguard quest line that. The Freestar Collective quest line was kind of forgettable in the end. It starts off kind of interesting the same way that the Vanguard mission was, but it kind of just fizzles out in the end. That encounter with, what was it, Ron Hope or whatever, like, that was it, and then you were done. It didn't feel as satisfying as, the conclusion you get with the Vanguard. What else? The Ryujin questline, like, hey, I'll give it credit for allowing stealth, but the downside with the Ryujin quests are that the stealth mechanics in the game just aren't up to snuff, especially in the final mission. Honestly, it's that last mission in Ryujin Industries that actually lets you, stretch your legs a little bit, spread your wings, so to speak, regarding using stealth. But even then, it's the problem with that is just the stealth mechanics are so janky that it doesn't quite work that well, especially with the manipulation mechanic. It seemed like everyone online was having the same issue getting the stealth, the same issue with the manipulation ability. So that ending part of the questline for Ryujin, which should have been a huge highlight, and it still is in some ways, it was kind of a fucking pain in the ass. I ended up scum saving my way through it all when it should have been more easy for me to get through it with that ability that I had. But it just ended up being a huge scuffle the entire way through. And lastly, like my least favorite was going to be the Crimson Fleet. I see a lot of people saying that the Crimson Fleet is the best quest line, and I think from a mechanical standpoint, from a design standpoint, the quests in the quests in it are actually probably the best out of all the faction quest lines. You do get a lot of options on how you do things, and the fact that you can just choose one group over the other at the end. Yeah, there's a lot of freedom in the Crimson Fleet quest line that you don't really get with other missions, even compared to like Ryujin quest lines, which, you know, have an emphasis on stuff but not necessarily required it. The problem with Crimson Fleet, though, is that every single character you run into throughout the course of the Crimson Fleet quest line is an absolute asshat, and I hated every single person I spoke to playing that quest line. Like, every single individual related to the Crimson Fleet was insufferable. So it didn't matter to me if it was designed better than all of the other quests in the game. I just fucking hated the presence of all the characters there, and that's what demoted it all the way to the bottom. Like I appreciate good design and everything, but it only goes so far when you have writing that makes it difficult for you to decide with any character, really. And it's kind of the same issue going back to the Starborn. Like, it's kind of impossible for me to pick a side when both sides seem like jackasses. And I hope I wasn't the only one who felt that way. And during the Crimson Fleet questline, I was really considering, like, is it possible? Can I kill both factions off in the end? That'd be pretty fun. But unfortunately, as we've mentioned several times before, the quests in here are not structured in a way that allows you to just kill people willy-nilly here. Every NPC that is related to a quest in Starfield seems to be essential, so you can't kill them. even even when there should be some sort of contingency, some easy contingency for it. Like for example, why should I betray why do I need to go undercover and betray the Crimson Fleet when I could just kill them all up front, really? Like, imagine if you never get recruited for UC SysDef anyway, right? And you just decide to beeline it all the way to the Crimson Fleet and decide, you know what, I hate these assholes, I'm just gonna kill them all right now. Theoretically, like, shouldn't you have that freedom? But the game doesn't give you that. If anyone has a quest, nope. They have to live somehow, and it's really annoying. And then beyond the faction quest lines, you have all the all the side quests in the game. Side quests are usually the highlights of Bethesda games, but here, like, man, they just dropped the ball so much. The majority of these side quests just boil down to, this should have been an email, right? It's just a quest giver telling you, hey, go here. Can you do this errand for me, or tell this person this one thing? And it's never really worth your time. You go there, you do the action you were asked to do, and it's kind of just over. And you just finish the quest wondering, that was it? There's nothing more to it? Every quest in every quest in this game, the majority of them at least, feels like a first draft of what should have been a much more well thought out, more intricate quest. You know, it's like they wrote down the basic beats of what would happen on the quest, but they didn't bother to add in any sort of meat to make it interesting or engaging. That's what the majority of the quests in this game feel like. You just get told what to do, and the motivation just isn't really that substantial. It's just giving you objectives, really. And I'm never really compelled to see it through. The only reason I saw it through here is because I have brain rot because I'm a gamer, and I had to see what happens when I did everything in the game before I call it quits. Yeah. The writing in the game just, like, Bethesda never really was known for the good writing or anything like that, but Starfield in particular is just, they fell off really hard. It just fell off so hard. Like, I was never really invested in anything. Even the companion characters, right? Like, Like I was like, I never really felt that connected with any of the characters that were tagging along with me, and I tried, you know, like I do like playing solo, but having the companions along occasionally for like, you know, quests and stuff, I try to bring them along, and they have some interesting, you know, little barks in between the quests and stuff, but their little side stories, I was never really invested in them, and to be entirely honest, I never really saw their personal quests. You kind of have to flirt with them and, you know, romance them until you can access their personal quests and stuff, I think. And I just couldn't be bothered with that. None of the characters, none of the companion characters really, I just didn't like them that much to really be bothered with romancing them. Yeah. And even then, like, even when you ignore the writing, like, it's a Bethesda game, right? So you expect good exploration. And for a game about space exploration, they kind of, and then they also royally dropped the ball here. Well, like at first, you don't think that the whole fast traveling from planet to planet thing is a bad idea, right? Like, you know, because in what is it? In other games like Fallout 4 or Skyrim, once you get to the end of the game, you're basically fast traveling everywhere, anyways, right? But it's so fucking monotonous having to menu in all the fucking time, right? And also, like, fast traveling everywhere all the time, that's an end game experience, right? That's something you do at the end of Fallout 4 or Skyrim when you've discovered everything already for yourself. But in Starfield, it starts off like that. Starfield starts off with the end game experience of fucking fast traveling everywhere. So it's never as satisfying. You never really feel like you fully explored anything. Ugh. It's just, yeah, like, the beauty of those previous games Bethesda's made is that you can just walk off in any given direction, right? And find something interesting to distract you along the way. That's not achievable here. You walk off, you know, you can see, you know, the city and whatever, and but eventually you run out of things to find at that location, and you have to get on the ship and fast travel away to the next location, right? And then later on in the game, you know, when you're doing these quests, you travel back, and there's not as much for you to discover that second time around. So you keep repeating the cycle over and over again, and you're just fast traveling there for the sake of delivering a message or an item to a person, and you're off again. You're spending more time, like at the end game, you're spending more time staring at the fucking fast travel menu, the fucking loading screens. The loading screens, you're staring at them more often than you actually are just walking or exploring the environment at that point. And it's just, yeah. I think the issue with Starfield here is when Bethesda was designing this game, I think they designed each individual element of the game separately, kind of like without consideration for how all the other components would, you know, factor in. So when they finally put the game together, it just turned out to be a mess. Like you know, like let's take for example the lockpicking minigame, right? It's an improvement from the original lockpicking minigame they had in the previous games. It takes a little bit more thought and effort to get through it, but that ends up being a problem later on, right? Because although the game is more interesting this time around, since it takes more time, 100 hours into the game, I just couldn't be bothered to spend a fucking minute or two lockpicking things anymore. That wasn't an issue I had in the previous games. Sure, the mini game wasn't as interesting, but it was over quickly, right? You know, it was just done. And Starfield, they missed the mark there. They thought it seemed like an improvement at first, but when you factor in how long the game goes on for, it ends up being a detriment. And you know, let's go back to the fast traveling, right? Like, yeah, in the beginning, it doesn't seem like a huge sacrifice, right? Having people having the player need to fast travel using this spaceship from plant to plant. But then you realize at the end game, that's all they're doing though, because there's nothing left for them to explore. Sure, they can land on some random planet with a bunch of procedurally generated content on there, but at that point, they also know that all the procedurally generated content is meaningless. There's nothing interesting about a planet where there are random items scattered across, determined by some sort of stupid algorithm. Like, you realize that pretty quickly head on when there's no reason for you to bother it, because there's nothing interesting there for you to find. And yeah, like at first it seems to work, right? Oh, I can explore this town, spend like an hour or two here, doing stuff here for these NPCs, and then I can travel off and go to the next place. But 100 hours in, oh, I have to go here to this plant now. Oh, I've already explored this plant though. So when I visit this plant, all I do is the objective. There's nothing else for me to find here. Yep, time to fast travel to the next plant. So again, at the end game in Starfield, you're spending more time staring at the loading screen, staring at the menu screen, because that's all there really is to do, because all the exploration is dried out by then, and there's barely any to begin with, because again, there's just nothing worth finding in a universe where everything's just procedurally generated. And that's not to say like games like No Man's Sky don't work. They do, but those games use that procedural generation as the central focus, right? So there's far more variety and thought that goes into how they generate those planets and systems in those games here. Starfield, like, after you see a couple planets, you see them all. And it's really weird landing on like a empty planet and then finding some sort of human-like structure there. Like, how'd that happen, right? But yeah, like, and they just dropped the ball. It's like they designed every individual element, thought each individual aspect was good enough, and then when they finally put it together, it just wasn't compatible at all together for experience that would go on for 100 hours or so. And I don't know if it's possible to recover from this. Like, some people are wondering, could they pull a No Man's Sky or a Cyberpunk and, turn opinion about the game around? But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, the thing about games like Cyberpunk was that there was a good game in there somewhere. It was just buggy as fuck. Here, like, I don't know if there's a good game in here. It's an average game. They can make a lot of quality life improvements, but that doesn't change the writing that much. They'd have to introduce a whole new story, maybe. That's way more interesting and well written. I hope they figure it out. But instead, Bethesda's spending all their time going on Steam reviews, explaining to people with negative reviews of the game that they're wrong. Oh, look, Phil Spencer. I'm sure you're glad you spent all that money on Bethesda now, huh? Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin. All right. We could sit through all these credits if we want to, but I think I'm done. It's kind of sad that they didn't even bother putting in credits music for this entire thing. It kind of just peters out. They couldn't even bother with that, huh? All right, skip. Starborn, as what you have become. The being has touched the infinite. Your story is over, but will begin anew. In this universe and countless others. You remember all you have learned, your possessions and everyone you knew have been left behind. Explore this new universe and all it offers, and perhaps take another trip through the Unity. Okay, save. neat armor at least. Did I get anything interesting in my equipment? No. I'll be honest with you guys, this ship kind of sucks. It looks like a really pretentious apartment building. All right. Let's take the seat. Go to the launch, Mass District.
Unregistered starship. We're detecting... Well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's powering that thing? You know what? Just hold still while we do the contraband check. Scan complete. You are cleared to land in New Atlantis.
Really? It's an unregistered ship and they're like, okay, sure. Just land. Alright, let's see some of this New Game Plus bullshit before we call it quits for good. That hit something. Man, this is gonna be annoying to get in and out of. Alright, whatever. At least it's over.
Hey, kind of breaking my concentration here.
Alright. I'll leave you alone.
Whoa! Now that is a ship! So, this ship of yours, does it take standard, you know what? We'll figure it out.
I like how everyone in this universe just chill. Well, that's new. I'm sure it's not a problem.
This unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible.
You see that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset? Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Really? It's giving me these fucking activities again? Oh man. I didn't mention this earlier, but I hate how the fucking... How all the fucking side activities get barked at you. It's so fucking unnatural.
I wonder if I'm missing Atlantis.
Fancy armor you got there. Almost puts the Marines to shame.
Here in the library.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still.
Is this the universe where I died?
Be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now?
Okay, skip main quest. I'm not who you think. I'm Starborn. I know what the artifacts are.
You're a... I see. So some of our theories about the artifacts are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear him out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if he's telling the truth.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm not from this universe. There's a place called the Unity, which connects all realities.
So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
This is either the truth or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them.
There are artifacts I pulled out of bedrock myself. Ones that granted visions.
And if what you've told us about the Starborn is to be believed, we'll need all the help we can get. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others.
The hunter killed one of you in my universe. You will not do the same here.
And we're grateful for that, Starborn. Now, let's get those artifacts.
While it is customary to say, "Welcome home," that is not dimensionally accurate in this case.
Even the trace physiological and neurological readings I'm able to pick up from you are unprecedented. You really are something.
Okay. Among the stars. I must search this new universe for the artifacts. I'm good, homie. I'm good. I think that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna call it here. For Starfield once and for all. I know some people say, oh, cool shit happens when you do New Game Plus for the 30th time. I ain't fucking doing that. I've had enough of the game one time, alright? Maybe they designed this game with the assumption that you only play through like a few things before doing New Game Plus. They didn't know me. They don't know how I roll. But yeah, I'm just good. I'm just glad we're finally done with this. Starfield. It's an average game that if you spend too much time with, becomes a complete mess and waste of time. It's fun for a little bit, but don't let it overstay its welcome, guys. If you feel the desire to ever drop it, just drop it. You're not missing out. Not sure how I feel about the Elder Scrolls. Not sure how I feel about the Elder Scrolls 6 now. I'll be an old man by the time it comes out, though, so whatever. All right, for anyone who's watching, thank you for watching. Thank you, Zebrahead and Sundanny MPH for stopping by and participating in chat. Thank you for the raid also. And yeah, we'll do something else later in the next stream, and at the end of the month we'll start the next Like a Dragon game. Something I'm actually gonna enjoy playing, I think. All right, that's it, guys. Good night. Bye bye.